Hey there guys, my name is Marcus, and in this video I'm going to compare Wix with Squarespace. The first thing I'm going to share with you is what I actually recommend for you to use. Then I'm going to compare pricing plans, templates, and then main features, like what are the main advantages and disadvantages I see. The biggest difference between Wix and Squarespace is the editing. What do I mean by that? When you would come here to Wix, you can move and do whatever you want with the website. In a Squarespace, you are limited to sections and columns. When you come here to Wix, you can simply take the button and you can overlay the picture. You can simply animate it and you can do whatever you want with it. Okay, there is one advantage and two disadvantages in that. The first advantage is that you can edit it as much as you want, and the design is up to you. The two disadvantages is that Wix got a lot of breakpoints and also a lot of problems with responsibility. Why is that? Only because you need to always edit it not just for the PC, for the desktop, but for the mobile too. So you need to do double of the work. See? So I need to move the button elsewhere to have it good. And another thing is that you can have problems with Google because Google loves sites which are responsive, and in this way Squarespace is much better. Yes, I agree, it's more limited what you can do with it. What do I mean by that? So you need to add a section. Then let's say that I'm going to add a text, and right here I'm going to click plus here and I will just add, like, I don't know, let's say button. But to move the button, I can't actually move it like I move it in Wix. I have limitations what I can do with it, right? So I can insert the text, I can move it like this, but you know the one thing that I like, that it's going to be responsive no matter what. And I'm someone who loves to just like build up content, build up the website and just go. I don't want to like play around with the responsibility. And the moment when you add something to Wix, when you edit the site for after 2 months, it's gonna get different again, you know? So you need to always check it out, always edit it. And that's an advantage, but also disadvantage for Wix. And Squarespace, on the other hand, is also, it's a disadvantage, but also advantage that when you're going to choose the template, it's going to be automatically responsive and you don't have to edit it that much. You just build the website and you're good to go. When we compare the pricing plans here, so you got two options on Wix: to go with a normal website without e-commerce or with e-commerce. We will get to e-commerce and what kind of products you can sell, etc. later in the video. In the website plan here, you're gonna see $12.50 for the unlimited version, but that I recommend, or like $8.50 for personal use. It depends what bandwidth you need, but you got unlimited bandwidth on unlimited plan. So I recommend $12.50 is here, that's like 15 bucks. On the other hand, when you come here to Squarespace, you get personal, which is a little bit more expensive comparing to Wix. And then you're gonna see the business and basic e-commerce, 24 and 28 euro. Here in Wix, you're gonna see 25 and 35 business VIP. Let's say that you would choose business unlimited, 25 euro. That's business 24 and e-commerce 28. So Squarespace is a little bit more expensive. It really depends, like if you like the features, you don't have any transaction fee and you get everything covered. But even then, you don't have abandoned cart recovery in a e-commerce basic. You need to go even to advanced e-commerce, and that's like you have it in the first plan. You in Shopify you have abandoned cart recovery. But okay, let's go further to the features. So, and features and templates. Wix offers more templates. You can just come here to Wix and click store and just choose what kind of template you want for the business. Then you have creative here that you can like architecture and really choose, let's say that I'm going to build a portfolio website and you can really choose one. Okay, the way how we can go around with the Wix. So let's say that you can also build it as a sections on Squarespace. What you can do simply is to choose a template and don't edit it that much. But in the moment when you're gonna edit it, you need to always optimize it for both mobile and PC. Another thing is that Wix, and I'm not paid by Squarespace or Wix to say these things, I'm just going to give you my honest review. Sometimes you can have problems with Wix that it's going to be a little bit slow to loading things, etc. But there is a huge advantage in Wix, personally I see, is that you have free account. So you can actually build it. If you have time, you can build and build forever. On Squarespace, you have only 14-day, 15-day free trial. So there is a big point and big plus to Wix. So if you like editing, you can choose Wix for free and edit it as much as you want. Now, as I mentioned, the templates on Wix are better, only because, as you can see, you got the type here. And let's go with popular design, and you can really choose which one you want. It's going to be automatically like responsive. Another thing is that, guys, if you want to use it for e-commerce, like or Wix or Squarespace, I wouldn't actually recommend using for more than 5-10 products. I think that Shopify is going to be much better for it, only because it's directly for e-commerce. Squarespace and Wix is mainly for, let's say that I have a podcast and I want to do the blogging around it. Okay, in that way, I would definitely choose Squarespace or Wix. But other than that, Shopify in my eyes is much better, and it's much better optimized for e-commerce. And you have plenty of better templates than on both on e-commerce, on Wix or Squarespace. When you would come here to further and the main features and how it actually works, let me show you. So when you come here to Wix, you can simply just come here and click add, and then image, gallery, decorative, interactive. You can really add plenty of things, and then you can see also plenty of apps, and then you can integrate with the store, with the store application, and you can simply add a product. And products like this, you just simply click manage products, and you can really play around it. Like, what do you actually need, right? And product, etc. Same with the Squarespace. When you would come here, you can simply add a section, and you have options to add a headline, list, gallery, image, quote. As I mentioned, is really limited that you just add the sections here. Let's say that I'm going to add a contact, then contact us, right? And then you see it here that everything is made up out of columns. And then you can simply click plus, and you can add like quote, image layouts, wall, form. That you can edit it also in Squarespace, but everything is just like in those line chart. Everything is in those columns, right? You can see that you can really move it. And even if you want to, you need to use something called spacer. So if you want to move it a little bit, like between, you need to use spacer, and maybe you won't like it, so you need to play around it again, right? So that's something that is like meh, right? And right now, let's say that I want to make the gap a little bit smaller. You're unable to do that because the spacer is going to get only at this point. You can make it more, right? So that's the thing you need to think about while using Squarespace. On both, you can simply, I can click done. I can simply add e-commerce. And you can simply add orders, point of sale. So I can come here, inventory. You can add your products here. Then same thing with the marketing. You can both get SEO, but I think the SEO is better on Wix, because on SEO on Wix, they are going to ask you questions when you're going to be on your dashboard, in which you can simply just fill it, and the SEO editing is better on Wix. I will leave it to that. Now, to go on Squarespace, you can simply go also with blog, create a post, and let me show you. Right here, you're gonna see just start writing. You can simply click plus, add an image, video, HTML, GIF, code snippet, add a file. Even when you would come here to pages, let me show you this. Let's say that I have home. And you can simply 3 dots, click SEO Google, and you can edit it like how it's going to look on a Google. On Squarespace, when I'm going to click pages, and I'm going to say, let's say about, settings, see what you can only edit here. Like Wix is winning in this department. What you can do. Then again, you can do the scheduling here. You have something called on Squarespace called Acuity, that if you want to, it's by Squarespace, if you want to schedule appointments, and yeah, by Acuity, that's really good. Both offer also a newsletter that you can use, but my recommendation is that use Squarespace or Wix email newsletter if you don't like to use like Sendinbull or others. I would personally use Sendinbull or MailRite free version, where you can do better automations comparing to Squarespace or Wix if you want to use it for like e-commerce. And that's pretty much it. I mean, on both you can add blogs, on both you can simply add e-commerce. And to summarize this whole video, what I would personally do is that test both, right? Your links down below in the description, find out which one you like more. I prefer Squarespace because I like to just build a website and focus on the content and move on with my life. Comparing to just Squarespace, comparing to Wix, in which you need to edit literally everything to a finished website. So thank you very much guys for watching. Have a great day and goodbye. See ya.